My name is Bre'lan Simpson, and welcome to another episode of CHS for Real. We're glad that you're with us here today to learn about the exciting things that are happening here at Callaway. So sit back and enjoy.
Good morning. I'm Chief Master Sergeant Arnold Lamb here at lovely Callaway High School, and today we have Jayne Pauley, who's the head nurse for the Troup County School System. Jayne, would you like to tell them a little bit about yourself?
I am Jayne Pauley, he's right, the Health Services Coordinator for the Troup County School System. I've been here about 10 years now, and I'm glad to be here with you.
I appreciate you coming today. I had a dream a couple of months ago that it would really be great if I could train all my cadets in CPR and AED training. And for those of you that don't know, CPR is for getting somebody's heart beating until help does arrive, and AED is the automatic external defibrillator. I called up Jayne, who I'd been taught CPR from many times, and said, Jayne, here's what I'd like to do. Is there any way you can help me out? And it worked out well that she was able to get me into a class at Emory University for instructor CPR, and then today we're taking it a step forward and finishing up my CPR certification. I'd like to ask Jayne a couple of questions. Jayne, why do you think it's important to teach CPR and AED at the high school level?
I think it's important to teach the students and the cadets at the high school level because it helps empower them at a young age. Number one, learn prevention. The number one the link in the chain of survival with CPR is prevention, learning how to take better care of themselves and eat right, diet, exercise, get regular checkups at the doctor. Find out if you do have any underlying problems that need to be addressed, and also to empower them to save a life. There's nothing more empowering than learning the skill set it takes to save a life.
And another great thing, the more people that we have trained in Troup County to save a life, the greater the odds of somebody being there at sudden cardiac arrest and knowing what to do and can give CPR and keep them alive till professional help arrives.
That's right. One of the things we teach in the class is for every minute that goes by that you do not do CPR, the chances for survival decrease by 10%. And also the function of that vital organ, the brain, the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, decreases as well. So it's real important that before the experts, the EMS, the medical experts arrive, 911 experts, before they arrive, it's real important that somebody who knows how to do CPR get it started.
Do they have any courses for lay people, family, children? Is it important for them to learn CPR and know what to do?
It sure is. And I'm pretty sure that you can contact the American Red Cross, and they have classes available. Also, the American Heart Association, you just have to get online and look up American Heart Association, and they have courses also. And I believe you could contact the hospital, because I'm pretty sure they will let you know where classes are for like new parents. It's real important to learn infant CPR.
What do you think is the earliest age you really want to teach CPR to somebody?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, I think you can teach any age because it's a very repetitious task. So if you just teach the basics of it, you can go from very basic to real advanced with CPR. So I think elementary school students can learn CPR, at least to the point of knowing what they're seeing in the event of an emergency. Because we have had some sudden cardiac arrests at our schools. Long Cane Elementary had one last year. A couple of years ago, there was one with a grandparent at Ethel Kite. Where, that was a grandparent at Ethel Kite, and then there was also a delivery worker who had a sudden cardiac arrest. And those students have to witness this, so it's important that they're aware of what they're witnessing and that this is a life-saving technique. And all three of those were saves. All three of those people were saved and brought back to life, so to speak.
Speaking of saves, Haven't we had 35 saves since we've introduced AEDs into the school system 4 years ago?
In the state of Georgia, yes. That Allison Ellison, who is with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and Project SAVE, and by the way, our Troup County schools are our Project SAVE certified Heart Safe schools. Every single one of our schools has at least one AED and people trained to use them, and that makes us Heart Safe schools. And we're trying to get all of our coaches trained so that in sporting events and practice events that they are trained to provide CPR and use an AED as well. So those saves are pretty impressive.
I know at all the schools, we have the Code Valentine where people are trained in AED, CPR. That way we can get the initial help to the people until the professional arrives, and we do drills on a regular basis.
Glad you brought that up.
Okay, thanks for your time and coming over and your help today.
Glad to be
And
here, thank you.
Thank you. Now we have more people qualified in CPR and AED, so they can save a life.
Good morning. I'm Debra Jackson. I'm a guidance counselor here at Callaway High School, and it is my pleasure this morning to introduce to you our valedictorian, Susie Cha, our salutatorian, Jordan Striblin, and our star student, Alicia Bolnick. They're all three seniors, and they have worked very hard to attain these titles. And first of all, I'd like to talk with Susie Cha. Susie, tell us who your parents are.
My dad's Man Cha, my mom's Sunny Pack.
All right, and you're going to go to college after you graduate, so tell us about your college choice.
I plan to go to the University of Georgia and major in journalism and hopefully minor in physics if I can do well on that.
Okay.
So,
and I think she definitely will be able to do well in physics. And Jordan, our salutatorian, tell us who your parents are and what your plans are.
Randy and Tony Striblin. I intend to start out at the University of West Georgia and then transfer into Georgia Tech and finish with a degree in civil engineering.
All right, and Alicia?
My mom's name is Allison Bolnick. I plan to go to LaGrange College and study journalism and do a minor in theater.
Okay. And I'd like to explain for some of you who may not know what a valedictorian, a salutatorian, a star student, I'd like to explain what that is. Susie is the valedictorian. That is the student who has the highest weighted grade point average of all the senior class. Jordan is the salutatorian. He has the second highest grade point average. And Alicia, star student, is the student who ranked in the top 20% of the class and scored the highest on the SAT. Now, the SAT is the test that all three of these students took as part of their college requirements. And Susie, I want to ask you first, tell me some things that you know now that you did not know when you were a ninth grader starting high school that would be beneficial to other students.
Well, obviously, the SAT is a lot harder than a lot of people think out to be, and everyone assumes that because everyone takes the SAT. Oh, it's simple. But if I could go back, I would probably take it my 10th and 11th grade year and study a lot. The Barron's SAT book was my best friend this whole summer. So
you did prepare
Yes.
for the SAT. Did you take the ACT?
I did, which I liked a lot more, and I did better on it because it fit my studying habits, and the questions were more geared to how my brain works rather than the SAT.
Okay, and what a lot of people may not realize, most colleges will accept either the SAT or the ACT. Some will even take and combine the scores from either one. And not only are you taking the SATs to get into college, but Jordan, why else would a good score be necessary?
Scholarships. You can get paid to go to school. The scores are asked for basically every scholarship you can apply for that's worth any money at all. And a good score puts you into categories where it's likely to get picked for a scholarship. It's definitely a good thing to score well.
Okay. And Alicia, what else? What other reason would you want to have high scores on your SAT or ACT?
Well, you need to have a high score if you want to go to a good college. I'm going to a private college, and it's like there was a score minimum. Like you had to score higher than a certain amount to be able to get in. So.
And for your college, they give automatic scholarships based on certain scores, correct?
Right.
So if you have a certain grade point average and a certain SAT or ACT score, you know right from the start that you're going to get a certain amount of scholarship money, correct?
Right.
And also, if you want to apply for the honors program, your SAT or ACT scores will help you there too.
Right.
And Jordan, tell us any advice that you would give to ninth graders?
Definitely. Do your best. That's like my family's motto, do your best. I've lived by that, and it's done me well, real well. Just always live by that. Take the rigorous courses because it will help you out in the long run. And again, do your best in anything you do. It'll help you out tons.
And Alicia, what's your advice?
Study. You might think, oh, I don't need to study because I know this and I made 100 on the test, but AP courses and the SAT take what you learn and you have to apply it beyond that level. So it's definitely important to study.
Okay, and you brought up another point, AP courses. Anybody want to say why AP courses are important, or do you believe they are important?
They're definitely important.
Okay, tell us why.
Because if you score on a 3 or 4 or higher on the AP exam, you can completely skip a college class. That's 40 hours of college classes you don't have to pay for, you don't have to take, you don't have to study for, because you scored well on your AP exam.
Jordan, can you elaborate on the AP courses benefits?
Yes, AP is advanced placement. They're advanced for a reason. They go a lot faster. They're a lot more in depth in things. Regardless of where you're going to college and what you're going to college for, they'll help you out just because you know more. You're able to speak more understandably about certain concepts. So just really beneficial to know what it teaches you. But regardless of whether you get college credit for it or not, you'll be a step ahead of everybody that didn't take an AP course.
Right,
So,
you'll be better prepared.
Yes, it's really good.
Okay, and some other things that are important to think about when you're going to apply to go to a college are activities, clubs, community service, sports. Susie, tell us what you have participated in while being at Callaway.
This is my 4th year on the varsity girls tennis team. We've gotten to state all 4 years,
Yay.
so it's exciting. Also a member of the National Honor Society, Key Club, Skills USA, and a lot of those activities, you not only do what you have to do with school, but you do outside work. We do a lot of charity work and community service. And recently we're doing the blood drive. And so I had called in and to make an appointment for the blood drive, and the woman on the phone congratulated me about being so happy that at a young age that high schools start you off with such good morals, and it's just a great way, and it looks great on applications, and you're doing a great thing for society.
Jordan, what have you been involved in?
I played football for 4 years, Key Club, National Honor Society, Skills. So he's talking about the blood drives. I've donated blood. I've done a lot of volunteer outside of school also. I've worked at the Legacy Museum, the archives. I've worked with theaters in Hogansville. A lot of volunteer. I've worked with the city of Hogansville with the civil engineer there, preparing me for college a little bit more for a career and all. So just a lot of things around.
And Jordan, one thing that you may have forgotten because it was more than a summer ago, but you participated in Governor's Honors. Will you tell us a little bit about that?
It's one of the best experiences of my life. It's a lot like college. You wake up, you go take class, you have a minor. I went for physics. I ended up making a boat. I programmed a boat that could drive itself. I never thought I would have done anything like that. It just got me in the mindset of being ready for college. I could have left straight from there and went to college and been able to do college, no problem. It's really nice, really nice experience.
How were you selected for that?
It's you got to be nominated. Once you're nominated, you have to be accepted from the nomination. After that, we have an interview. Take the interview, and it's about a fourth get selected. So the odds aren't amazing, but interview with people and they judge you on what you say, whether you know your material, not personality, a lot of different things. So.
And you went for physics.
Yes.
And Alicia, tell us about your activities, and then I also want you to elaborate on your work experience while you've been a student.
Okay, I've participated in the Academic Bowl, History Club, Spanish Club, International Club, Student Council, other clubs too. And then I've been working at Chick-fil-A for the past year and a half. It's good to have a part-time job while you're in school because that gives you future experience. Looks good on college applications. And it's a little bit hard to study at the same time, but you work at it and it helps you. And what else do you want me to talk about?
Well, basically that, and how do you manage your time when you have to study for AP exams and end-of-course tests? How do you balance the school and work?
Well, it's good to ask off at work for study days, but the days that you do get off, it's important to not just go home and watch TV. You need to balance your time and be like, okay, well, I'm going to spend this much time studying. I'm going to spend this much time preparing, practicing for tests, and then, you know, when you're at work, you could always be like on slow moments, just be like thinking about school and stuff.
So it sounds like some points for success for all of you are time management, being active, being academically on track. But I think you've all done a great job, and I want to congratulate Susie Cha, Jordan Striblin, and Alicia Bolnick, 3 of our top students here at Callaway High School, class of 2012.
Hi, I'm Hannah Weddle here with CHS For Real. This is Leslie Ann Hutchins. Leslie Ann, tell me a little bit about wheelchair basketball.
Well, wheelchair basketball is made for those who have disabilities, who can't play normal sports, who can't pass their physicals, and so they get to play on a league in wheelchairs with other people with disabilities that are like them.
Okay, who do you play for?
I play for AAASP, and I play on a team named Wolverines, and we are out of like West Georgia, so we're everyone from West Georgia. We play against teams in Atlanta and stuff.
How long have you played?
I've played since 3rd grade.
Third grade, wow.
A long time.
So, are there any scholarship opportunities?
Well, there are teams like Alabama has a team, Illinois has a team, and quite a few other schools have teams. So you just kind of have to get out there and show yourself and be like, look, I want to come play for you, and hopefully you get scholarships.
All right, thanks, Leslie Ann.
Hey, my name is Terriann Reisinger. I'm here today with Tez Parks and Cortez Leonard. And Tez is going to be a junior this year, and he's going to be a senior. So y'all tell me about what you do in the afternoons, workout, just that kind of thing. What's your ritual?
In the afternoon, we do power cleans, we work out, we do speed and agility, do ropes and boxes, we run, we do ladder drills, and like we do bench press, and we do individual drills like linemen go with Coach Walls, and receives and skill people go with Coach Napier, and we throw after we get finished with most of that, and then we run.
So is that what you do every day?
Yeah, it's not like that's all we do. Like, we compete against each other. We try to have fun out there and get better as we go.
To make it more enjoyable,
Yeah.
pass the time. So are y'all ready for spring training Monday?
Yeah, I'm ready. Coach Napier's been getting our stuff ready, doing weight training. We got our equipment today, pants and helmet and everything.
So do y'all have new uniforms? Thought I heard something about that.
We got them, but they haven't came in yet. They'll be in probably in the summer.
Okay. So tell me, speaking of summer, like, what are your plans for the summer? Are you going to camps, and if so, where are you going?
Yeah, I think we'll be going to a lot of different camps this summer. Team camps and a lot of individual camps too. Probably more like Nike camps, Under Armour, different camps, whatever.
Yeah.
Like your Nike camp that you went to this weekend. Tell me about that.
The one went to this weekend. That was a fun camp. It was the top 150 players in the Southeast. It was by Nike, and ESPN was there. And it was it was some NFL people that came back to help us, some college coaches.
Like AJ Green.
Well, not Sam Bradford, but the quarterback from Georgia was there, the old one.
All right, well, thank y'all for coming on the show today. Go Cavs. Hey, I'm Terriann, and today we're here with several of our 2012 spring athletes. So they're just going to tell us about their season and what's going on.
Hi, I'm Kane. Kane Keith. I represent the baseball team today. We're having a good season. We're 18-4 overall. We won the region championship, and we're looking forward to representing Callaway in the state playoffs very soon.
I'm James Newson. I'm on a track team. We're having sectionals soon, and I made it 200, and our 4x100 team made it. And hopefully we'll be able to represent Callaway in the state.
Hey, I'm Patrick Strickland. I'm representing the golf team, and we're 14-3 this year. We're looking to defend our region championship and looking forward to going to state in the upcoming weeks.
I'm Zach Stevens, captain of the soccer team. Right now we're tied for second place in the region, playing for the region championship pretty soon. We're feeling good about it. I think it's going to be a really good turnout this year. We're going to have at least the first home game playing for the state playoffs.
Hey, I'm Krystin Bradley. I play soccer for 4 years. I'm captain, and this has been the best year out of all 4 years. And our record is 9-5, and I'm pretty sure we're going to go to state this year.
Hey, I'm Leslie Smith. I play tennis at Callaway. I'm the captain of the team. Our record is 17-3, and we're fourth-time region champs.
Hey, I'm Ricky Kim, and I represent the boys tennis team. I don't really know what our record is. All I know is it's like the brand new team for the boys, and for being brand new, we did pretty well in the region tournament. Yeah.
So how did you guys pick which sport that you're going to play?
Well, I know as a young kid I played baseball and soccer, and then when it got around the middle school age I started playing soccer all the way through, and ever since then it's just been a passion of mine to play.
Well, I play golf. I just like it because you can't blame it on nobody else if you do anything wrong. It's just kind of all you if you mess up.
So what's you guys' favorite thing about your sport?
My favorite thing about track is the competition. I like the pressure. I like all eyes on you, no mistakes.
My favorite thing about soccer is that you can take your madness out on the other players and be aggressive.
So have any of you had any injuries this season?
Yes, I have. I pulled my groin and my quad.
I had a hamstring injury.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I had a small hairline fracture in my calf on the first tournament of the season, second game.
So is everything okay? Worked out fine?
Yes.
Yeah, all healed up.
That's good. Well, there you have it. Some of our spring athletes for 2012. Go Cavs!
Hello, I'm Janet Greer, and I'm the principal at Callaway High School. Thank you for joining us for a great season with CHS for real. This will be our final episode during the school year. We are close to graduation. I really want to thank Mr. Philip Sledge and Mr. Keith McDowell from City of LaGrange LGTV Channel 19. And thank them for this wonderful collaboration that we've had in showcasing the fine students and staff and the many activities that we have going on at Callaway High School. I'm so proud to be the principal here, and thank you for tuning in. One important event that we have not showcased that I don't want to leave the season without showing you is our prom. I am so appreciative of the Pilot Club from Hogansville for always being so generous and helping us decorate, and for Miss Bonnie Mapp and Miss Marilyn Hubideau, who are our junior class sponsors. Also, I'd like to recognize Casey Pruitt, who was the junior class president this year, and they did a wonderful job in planning the junior-senior prom. Congratulations to our prom king, Mr. Kenny Abner, our prom queen, Miss Kaylin Reynolds. Those were our senior representatives, and also our junior representatives, the prince of the prom, Mr. Hunter Heath, and the princess, Miss Sydney Cook. So congratulations to Kenny and Kaylin and Sydney and Hunter on those honors. Thank you again, and we hope that you have a great summer, and we'll see you again next year on CHS for Real.